In front of Guy's castle. Rimuru. I do hope I'll be seeing you soon. Belzard. A place that amazing, of course I'd like to come visit again. Rimuru pouted to the side. Rimuru pouting, was it only the place that was amazing, nothing else? Belzard just chuckled. She then stepped forward and kissed Rimuru. After a few seconds, they pulled away. Belzard. The company I had was better than the place. Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. I've told all my subordinates to allow you access to my country anytime you want, so feel free to stop by. Belzard. Trust me, I will. Rimuru. Oh, by the way, here. Rimuru pulled out all the bags that Belzard had from their shopping trip. Belzard. I can't wait to wear these clothes and to eat some of the food I bought. Rimuru. Well, I should be going. Belzard. I'll see you again, right, Elijah? Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. Of course, besides I'm looking forward to our next date. Well, I'm off. He then teleported away. Belzard just smiled. She then walked through the gate. She went straight to her room. Dining room. Rain. Guy saw Lady Belzard has returned. Guy. I see, I wonder where she was. Misery called her over for dinner. Misery. Yes, my lord. After a few minutes, Misery comes back with Belzard. Belzard. Oh, Misery, I'm not that hungry, so make sure you don't bring too much, okay? Misery. Of course, my lady. Guy. So did you eat before? Belzard. Yes, I did, and the food was amazing. Guy. Is that so, and where was this? Belzard just looked at him and smiled. Belzard. MMMO, in Elijah's country, of course. The guy instantly spit out the wine he was drinking. Guy. What? Belzard. Yeah, we went out on a date and it was wonderful. Guy. Wait, how did this happen? Belzard then proceeded to tell him everything. Guy. I see, I didn't even send someone in the castle. The guy thought to himself, just who the hell is this bastard? Belzard. We're going out again next week. If you want, you can come and see his country, it's so amazing. Guy. Yeah, I think I will. Sarian. In the garden of a magnificent palace were two females sitting opposite of each other. Their appearance was identical except for their hair. One color was silver, and the other was blonde. One might mistake them for sisters, but you would be wrong because they were Omnisha and her mother Selphie. Omnisha. So everything is back to normal now that the evil dragon has been defeated by the hero. Selphie. I don't believe that rumor. I believe someone else defeated the storm dragon, a demon lord or another true dragon. Omnisha. I thought they were exactly same thing. Selphie. Lucky we didn't have too much damage. Omnisha. It's all thanks to your mother. The two of them kept on talking about the state of the nation and how their people were recovering. Suddenly Omnisha brought something up. Omnisha. By the way, did you hear about this supposedly new nation that just showed up overnight? Selphie. I heard a few rumors about it. They say it's supposed to be super advanced. Omnisha. At first I was curious as well, so I decided to send a few spies there, but unfortunately, the atmosphere is heavy. Selphie. So what happened? What did the report say? Omnisha. That's the point, nothing. Their heads were returned straight to my office. Selphie cringed when she heard this. Selphie. What? But that's impossible, I trained the spies of this nation myself. Omnisha. It's true, I also received this. Omnisha handed her mother a letter. Selphie opened it. The letter. Dear Emperor Omnisha. Sorry about your spies, but if you want to know about our nation I will formally invite you. The your spies were killed because they were sneaking around our top secret development projects, and I couldn't risk it because our technology is far too advanced for the rest of the world to comprehend. It was just for safety reasons. P.S. Come by next week so we can talk face to face. I'll send someone to pick you up, feel free to bring as many people as you want. Elijah. Selphie. I've never seen someone act this arrogant in a letter towards us before. So are we going? Omnisha. Do we have a choice? It's better to meet this Elijah and get it over with. Besides, I'm curious about this supposedly advanced technology. Selphie. I'll get everything ready then. The rest of the week nothing much happened. The only thing on people's minds was the attack that happened and about this new nation. A few days passed and it's finally time for Omnisha and her people to be picked up. Omnisha didn't know what they were waiting for, but they waited. Omnisha brought 10 people with her, Selphie, Alaluade, 2 maids and 5 guards from the Mega's order. Selphie. How long are we supposed to wait for? Just then a giant gate shot up from the ground and opened. Suddenly a man came out wearing butler clothes, but his aura was extremely heavy on them. Omnisha and Selphie recognized him immediately. Omnisha, no way, the Black Primordial. Selphie, this is so bad, his aura is on another dimension, let's remain calm. Omnisha understood. The Diablo spoke. Diablo. Greetings Emperor Omnisha, my name is Diablo, and I'm the head butler to Lord Elijah. It's a pleasure to meet you. Diablo slightly bowed his head. Omnisha and Selphie froze in fear when they heard his name. Diablo. My lord has ordered me to show you the highest courtesy. So if you're all ready, please step in. This gate will lead straight to the front of the castle. Omnisha and her mother looked at each other and then nodded and walked forward. Omnisha. Time to meet this Elijah. Omnisha Pav. Currently, we're on our way to Titan, the new nation that just showed up. But before we even got there, I was shocked to see the black primordial demon. This monster is unbelievably strong, and to think he would serve someone else is a scary thought. Finally, we reach a door. Diablo walked forward and opened it. Diablo, please, after you. I then walked through, having my mother by my side. I could see her hand was already on her sword. When we got out and the light cleared, what I saw shocked me, not just me but everyone I brought along. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Diablo, welcome to Titan. Right now we're in front of the castle for His Majesty Lord Elijah. We're also in the capital city of Eden. Please look behind you. We turned around and the gate was gone. Instead we saw a country far too advanced from this world. The tall buildings and the roads are all paved. It's so amazing. I was not ready for any of this. I looked at the faces of my companions and their faces were the same. Suddenly I heard a noise. As I looked forward I saw a metal contraption. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that's a vehicle that the other worlders always described. Out of curiosity, I asked. Omisha, what's that? Diablo. Ah, that's a motor vehicle, a car for sort. We also have buses, trains, motorcycles and airplanes. The words just come out of my mouth. Omisha. What? Everyone on our side was just quiet. Diablo. Kufufufa, we also have a lot of technology to make life easier, like this for instance. He pulled out something and showed us. Diablo. This is a cellular phone. I can contact anyone that also has one without interruptions, and it works without magic, so no one can listen in. It's pure technology like all our stuff. When he said that, my brain shut down. Diablo. But please, that's not important. Follow my please. Lord Elijah is probably waiting. That's right, I almost forgot the reason for visiting. I looked at Elijah and it seems his mind was broken. My mother was just silent, and I could hear the guards questioning their sanity. We were finally led into a meeting room. Diablo. Please everyone take a seat. Lord Elijah is on his way. If you all would excuse me, I have work to do, but I got. He picked something up off the table and pressed a button. Suddenly this black square that was on the wall turned on. And left. The TV. In today's news, we'll be looking over the damage that was caused by the evil dragon all over the world. These images are from the Eastern Empire. I was speechless. What is this? We just kept watching this thing showing us the damage done to the world. Suddenly I heard. Selfie. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Evaluate. I'm losing my mind, right? Suddenly the door opened, revealing an extremely handsome man with short blue hair, white skin, and a dark suit. I recognized the suit because I other than that wore one. He was extremely handsome. He looked at me and smiled. I felt my face heat up. That smile is dangerous. He looked at Evaluate and said. I can assure you, you're not going mad. Evaluate. Ah, that's good to know. I'm sorry, who are you, sir? He looked a little embarrassed. He was so cute. Haha, sorry, my name is Elijah. He scratched the back of his head. We all hurriedly stood up. I then spoke. Omisha. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Elijah. I'm Emperor Omisha. I stuck out my hand and he shook it. Rimuru smiled. Please just call me Elijah. Omisha. If that's so, then call me Omisha. Rimuru. Excellent, I feel closer already. He said that with another smile. I also smiled back at him. Rimuru. Please everyone take a seat. We have things to discuss. The atmosphere changed when he said that. I took my seat. Rimuru. First off, I'd like to apologize for what happened to your spies. It seems my guys overreacted, and I'd like to compensate you for your loss. I was completely confused. We were the ones that sent them here. If anything was at fault. Omisha. No, please, we're at fault here. We were the ones to send them because we wanted to check out the rumor of this new country. Rimuru. Please, I insist, I don't like needless killing. I was a bit surprised. Rimuru. This is why I insist that you all stay here for a week and enjoy my nation to the fullest. That is only if you want to. He says anyone would be out their mind not to stay here. Omisha. In that case I accept. Rimuru. Wonderful, I'll assign people to you, Omisha. I hope you don't mind if a new guide for your visit here. Omisha. Ho ho, I get to have the king show me around. I'm honored. He just smiled again. And that's how it ended. We spent the entire week here and I've seen so much, but I still can't believe the 4 remaining primordial milliseconds are here. Right now I'm sitting with Elijah in the Garden of Eden just behind the palace. Omisha. I still can't believe you brought different flowers from different worlds. That's so amazing. Meanwhile all I've done is sit in my nation. Rimuru. If that's the case, you can always feel free to come here whenever you want. Omisha. No, I don't want to intrude. Rimuru. You would never. Honestly, I like spending time with you, El-chan. I blushed heavily again. I love to tease me. Omisha. How many times have I gotta say don't call me that? It's embarrassing. I tried to hide my face. Rimuru. You're so cute when you do that. Now I'm completely red in the face. I stood up and hit him on the chest. He just laughed. I swear no one has ever teased me like this. While we were laughing, suddenly we felt 4 huge oars. Rimuru. Ah, it seems they come to visit. Omisha. Who? Rimuru. Belzard, Guy Grimson, Rain, and Misery. Omisha. What? He just smiled at me like nothing was wrong. Rimuru. Wanna meet them? Titan capital city Eden. Guy? How long do we have to wait here? He asked furiously. Belzard. Just relax, someone will pick us up. Here they come now. They looked at the contraption arriving. Misery and Rain looked confused. Guy? What the hell is that? Belzard had a smug look on her face, pushing out her chest. Baldor. That's a car, we'll be traveling in that towards our destination. The car stopped. In front of them out came a beautiful woman with white hair and red eyes. Rain, and Miseri looked shocked to see her. This woman was the primordial white. Tessarasa. Greetings Lady Belzard and her companions, I'm Tessarasa, humble servant and my master Lord Elijah. Please everyone get in, Lord Elijah is waiting for us. Belzard was the first to get in, the other three still hasn't gotten over their shock. On their way to the castle, Guy tried to get information out of Tessarasa, but to no avail. She just remained silent. Guy? Why the hell are you so strong? He asked. Tessarasa just smiled and said. Tessarasa. All your questions will be answered by Lord Elijah, so just remain calm and wait. The guy kept quiet. He didn't want to antagonize her, especially since she was giving the same kind of aura as he. Rain and Miseri were just quiet, wondering how come so got so strong. Rimuru ordered Diablo, Ultima, Carrera, and Tessarasa to only give off the same amount of power as the guy, nothing more. Belzard spoke to lighten up the hostile environment. Belzard. So Tessarasa, what was Elijah doing before you left? Tessarasa. My lord was having dinner with a guest. Lady Omnisia from Syrian. All of a sudden the atmosphere changes again, and a huge killing intent can be felt from Belzard. Belzard had a vein on her forehead. Belzard. Oh, I see. Driver. We will be arriving shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of the garden. Omnisia was shocked. Omnisia. Wait, why are those monsters here? Rimuru looked confused, then he remembered people of this word were scared of him. He left out a chuckle. Omnisia. What's so funny? She said with a pout. Rimuru. It's nothing. Belzard is joining me on a date, and Guy is probably here to talk about the balance of power and all that. Omnisia looked pissed. She turned away from him. Rimuru. Don't tell me you're jealous. Omnisia. Why would I be? Rimuru. Come on, I've only known you for a week, of course I've been seeing other women before you. If anything, you should blame yourself for taking so long to find me. Omnisia was just shocked at what he said. Omnisia hit him on his chest. Omnisia. You womanizing jerk. Rimuru just laughed. Rimuru. Smiled. Don't be like that. He walked closer and hugged her. Rimuru. Would you rather I lie to you, my darling? Omnisia. No, but still. Rimuru. Don't worry, I'll behave, okay? Omnisia just nodded her head. Rimuru smiled and said. Rimuru. Only for now at least. And tried to run away, but in came Diablo. Diablo. My lord, sorry for interrupting you, but the guests have arrived. Rimuru. I see, so Omnisia, are you coming with me? Omnisia. Sure, but is still mad. Rimuru just laughed. Inside the meeting room. The door opened, revealing Diablo, Rimuru, and Omnisia. Guy and Belzard already took their seats. Miseri and Rain stood behind them. Rimuru looked at Tessarasa and said. Rimuru. Tessa, bring us some tea and snacks, please. Tessarasa. Right away, my lord. As she left the room. Belzard stood up and immediately hugged Rimuru, at the same time glaring at Omnisia. She then asked in a cold tone. Belzard. Who's this? Rimuru. This is Omnisia Syrian. Omnisia, this is Belzard, one of the true dragons. Everyone took their seats except for Diablo, who stood behind his master. Rimuru. So to what do I owe the visit, everyone? I was the first to reply. Guy? Who the hell are you, man? Diablo gave Guy a death glare. He was about to step forward but was stopped by hand gestures from Rimuru. Rimuru. I've already said I'm Elijah, nice to meet you. Guy? Like hell, you bastard, you can't just say your name every time. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? How the hell is this place so advanced? And why are the remaining 4 primordials so powerful? After shouting, Guy finally let out a sigh and took a deep breath. Rimuru just laughed. Rimuru. Ha ha ha, I'm Elijah, the first monster ever created by Veldanava. Everyone was just silent with a "are you kidding me" expression. Except for Diablo, he was wondering what magnificent story his lord came up with, so he just smiled. Belzard. I'm sorry, what? But you don't look like a monster. Rimuru. That's because I'm species-less. I can turn into any species I want. Akka, the first monster. You see, I was tasked with spreading diversity over all the worlds Veldanava ever created. Guy? And why didn't I hear about you? Rimuru. The same reason I didn't know about you, because we didn't need to know. Guy? I get that, so why are you back? Rimuru. To relax and do nothing, I deserve a break. Guy? And what about your job? Rimuru. I'm doing it, this is just one of my many parallel existence. Everyone was quiet. Guy? I'm sorry, you were saying. Rimuru. This is one of my many parallel existences. Guy? As more than 2? Rimuru. Right. Guy? And you this powerful? Rimuru. Right. Guy? And it's with a weaker body. Rimuru. That is correct. He just smiled. Guy? I'll just ask you bluntly, do you want to rule the world or destroy it? Rimuru looked at him, then looked around the room, first at OMNI, then to Velzard, then at Missari and Rain, then back at Guy. Rimuru. If I destroyed the world, where would I meet a beautiful woman from? Think, Guy, think. Everyone was just shocked. Rimuru just laughed. Guy? Take this seriously. Rimuru. I won't destroy the world. Besides, I was serious, haha. In came Testarossa with the drinks and snacks. Rimuru. Is that all? Guy? One more thing. Rimuru. What? Guy? Join the Demon Lords. Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. Sure, why not? Sound fun? Guy smiled. Excellent, I'll call for one myself, just be ready, okay? Rimuru. Sure. Then they all started eating and drinking. Rimuru stood up after eating. Rimuru. I got stuff to do. Velzard, OMNI, can you both please accompany my Diablo show Guy and those two beautiful women around? Rain and Missari blushed a little. Diablo. Right away. They all left. Currently in Rimuru's office. Rimuru looked at Velzard and then at OMNI and said, Rimuru. Ladies, please stop it with the death glares directed at each other. Come on, be nice. Velzard. She started it because she can't take a hint that I found you first. OMNI. If that's the case, why did he give me the time of day? Rimuru. Now ladies, get along. I care about both of you, so can we talk about this? OMNI. Velzard. Fine. Rimuru. If that's the case, why don't you both marry me, and the first one that says yes gets to be the first wife? They both said simultaneously yes. Rimuru just laughed. Rimuru. OMNI, don't forget to announce our treaty to the world, okay? OMNI. Of course, dear, and our wedding. Rimuru. Of course. Velzard. What about me, Rimuru? Rimuru. We will get married first. The Eastern Empire. Valgrant. That's what the report says about this new nation. And their leader is powerful, you say? Valgrant. Yes, he is. Elijah is the one that took down my brother. I see. We have to figure out how this guy is before he interferes with our plan. We'll have to go and visit him and his country to see what they hold. Valgrant. I'll get everything ready. Luminous Pav. It's been a whole month after the chaos, that stupid lizard course. Luckily he is dead now, killed by this mysterious Rimuru, or as he calls himself, Elijah himself. I'm extremely cautious about that man, something just doesn't feel right. I also don't trust Hinata's judgment, because obviously, she's too in love to question it. In this short time, he showed up, he had powerful demons working under him and building a country far more advanced than anything this world has ever seen before. Just last week the Syrian government released that they had signed a peace treaty, as well as a trade relationship with the nation Titan. It has caused quite an uproar across the world. The story about the advantages of technology has become widespread among people. I have ordered Luce to make sure that the Western Holy Church has no problem with them and to stay out of their way. On top of that, Demon Lord Guy Grimson is personally holding a wall purchase to discuss the death of Clayman, as well as the new Demon Lord. He has personally asked to join. I am 100% sure it's Rimuru. Either way, I hope there's no one stupid enough to challenge that monster. I wish I could say I hope everything goes back to normal, but I'm sure this chaos just started. And Pav. A meeting with Demon Lords. Approaching a door that is being guarded by two giant red demons. Suddenly they start opening it. As the light shines in, it reveals a man with long blonde hair and blue eyes. The man was Demon Lord Leon Cromwell. Receiving him were two beautiful women. One with blue hair and another with green hair. They both bowed before him. Rain. Greetings, Lord Leon. Misery. Lord Guy is waiting to receive you in the throne room, so please follow us. He just remained quiet and followed them. When he got there, the walkway was filled with demons on either side of a camera. At the end was a man with red hair seated on the throne. He was the strongest Demon Lord, the Lord of Darkness. Demon Lord Guy Grimson. The maid stopped and bowed before walking off to stand on his side. Then he spoke. Guy. Leon, my love, I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. He walked up to him. Leon. Not like I had a choice. I tried to kiss him, but Leon pushed him away. Leon. Stop it, I already told you no. Guy. So cold, I swear one of these days. Leon. Enough, what did you call me for, Guy? Guy. You're no fun. Fine, follow me. The two of them left towards a private room. Once they entered, they both sat down. Guy. Well, first of all, I'm glad to see you safe. I heard the hero that sealed and then killed Valdor come after you. Leon. Please don't mess around, you and I both know she might have sealed Valdor, but she wasn't the one that killed him. If I had to bet, I'm willing to say you had something to do with his death. The guy just smiled. Guy. I have no idea what you mean. Leon. Well, whatever. Guy. I also heard the hero took your subordinate. What's her name? Leon. She didn't take the girl, I simply left Shizu behind, that's all. I had no use for her. Guy. Still so cold as ever. Leon. So why did you summon me, Guy? Guy. Straight to business then. As you know, Walpurgis has been called and I'd expect you to be there. I'll be introducing someone interesting to join our ranks. Leon. Is that so? Well, I don't care since that idiot Clayman died. I haven't had any problem. As long as this new guy stays out of my way we won't have an issue. Suddenly Guy got serious. Guy? Leon, I would urge you to take this guy seriously. Leon. Is that so? So I take it he's strong. Guy. Extremely. Leon. Can you beat him? Guy. I don't even think I can beat some of his subordinates. Leon's expressionless face changes to a shocked expression. Leon. I see, I'll take this warning to heart. Suddenly a portal opened revealing Velzard. Velzard. Are you discussing my future husband? When she said that, Leon almost spit out his drink. Leon. Excuse me. He looked at Guy, but he just nodded. Leon. I see, then congratulations. Velzard. Thank you, Leon. Guy. So Velzard, when are you going to see your lover? Velzard. Later. Why? Guy. Tell him Walpurgis will be held in 2 nights, and only up to 2 subordinates are allowed in. Velzard. Sure, I'll give him the massage. As she left, Leon looked at Guy. Leon. I thought you two were. Guy. I got dumped. Nothing else to say. Leon. I see. Far off in the distant space. Bodies were everywhere, blood all over the place, people screaming. You, who are you? Are you a part of the other factions? Do you have any idea who you're messing with? Just like that, his head was cut off. Finally, we see a beautiful woman with silver blue hair, white skin, and red eyes. She walked over towards a man on the ground. She picked him up by the neck. Seal. Go tell the others what happened here. Tell them a new god has arrived, and he is gonna wipe all you pretenders out. And just who is that? Seal. Lord Elijah, the new supreme being of this universe. Tell them if any of them don't submit, they die. Then she throws the man into the air. Finally, when he was out of sight. Seal. Phew, now that this is done, I'm sure things will get more interesting for Master. He is the one who did not want me to tell him to not spoil anything. Seal. Well, hopefully he'll like playing with these gods. She then disappeared.